Good morning, guys. Sure, you're having a great time. Good morning, good morning. You're welcome to today's live session. How is trading going? How is it going? How is it going? If you can hear me, I want you to drop a comment. If you can hear me, I want you to drop a comment. Can you hear me? You're welcome. If there's any instrument you want us to analyze together, please drop it in the comments section. You're welcome. You're welcome. How is trading going? So let's go straight to the chart. First, we'll be looking at Australian dollar USD. My bias on Australian dollar USD still remains bearish. As you can see, I took a sell trade. Yesterday, and it has been on drawdown. You can see where I took a sell. You can see, though I expected this pullback. Because, as you can see on 4-hour time frame, a fair value gap was created. So I know there's a high probability for price to come fill this fair value gap. And that is why I had to set my stop loss far from my entry price. You can see. So this is my stop loss. This is my entry. So you can see this gap has been filled. This fair value gap has been filled. So there's a high probability price will drop from the current market price. As you can see, the last candle that formed, look at the two previous candlesticks that formed. We had, this is a spinning top, and the next candle closed as an hanging man. So if the current 4-hour candle closes bearish, there is a high probability that Australian dollar USD would go bearish. Okay, there's a high probability that Australian dollar USD will go bearish, and this will be the next target. This area of liquidity, this previous low, will be the next target for Australian dollar USD. So my bias on Australian dollar USD still remains bearish. Okay, it still remains bearish. So I would advise you wait. If you want to sell Australian dollar USD, wait for this current 4-hour candlestick to close before you sell. Okay, wait for the current 4-hour candle to close bearish before you sell. You cannot jump in and start selling with the current pattern on Australian dollar USD. You cannot sell. You have to wait for a bearish candle to close before you sell. I hope that is clear. Let's move to the next pair. Euro USD. Euro USD also is bearish. It's bearish on 4-hour time frame. We had a fair value gap here too, similar to what we saw on Australian dollar. You can see this fair value gap. That gap has been filled now. The gap has been filled. So the last previous candles you can see indicating weakness, that the bulls are becoming weaker. Can you see that? So you either wait for price to close below this low, that's at 1.0844. If a 4-hour candle closes below this level, you should sell Euro USD. And if you are selling Euro USD, your stop loss should be a few pips above this high. Anything that makes price break this high, there's a high probability that Euro USD will go bullish. So your stop loss should be a few pips above this high. Reason being that at this previous high, there are a lot of stop losses at this level. So they might want to clear liquidity at this previous high before pushing price down. You can see on Australian dollar USD trade that I took, you can see I set my stop loss. Few liquidity. They know a lot of retail traders have their stop losses at this level. They might want to clear liquidity at this level before pushing price down. That is why I set my stop loss few pips above that high. You should apply same on Euro USD. Your stop loss should always be few pips above the previous high candle where liquidity resides. I hope that is clear. Good morning, Mr. David. Good morning, Mr. Kiwumi. Good morning, George. Ifeanyi. I hope I'm audible. Okay, so that's my take on Euro USD. Mr. Kiwumi, bearish. Euro USD is still bearish. You can see we've not seen that much volatility in the market because of CPI that will be released tomorrow. Because of CPI, that's why we haven't seen much volatility in the market. Okay, so that's my take on Euro USD sell. My buyers to remain sell on Euro USD. If you can patiently wait for price to break this low 4-hour candle, okay, wait for 4-hour candle to close below this low before you sell. You cannot sell now, please wait for 4-hour candle to close below that level. This will be your first target if you are selling. Okay, this will be your first target and this will be your second target. We have a fair value gap here. You can see this gap here. Okay, so it's likely they will push price down to this level. Okay, so if you apply Fibonacci, from this swing high to swing low, okay, if you apply it, you'll see price is at premium. Okay, price at premium. Wait for price to pull back to discount. Okay, so that's my take on Euro USD. I'm still very bearish on Euro USD. Bearish. Okay, let's move to the next pair. Okay, we'll look at gold in a few minutes. Let's look at GBP USD. Same buyers. You can see the pattern we have on Australian dollar USD, Euro USD, and GBP USD is the same. It's the same thing. But if you look at GU, you can see we still have some fair value gaps here on Euro USD. Sorry, GBP USD. So they might want to push price up to this on GBP USD. My thoughts on GBP USD. But my bias for the week is bearish. So we have fair value gap here. It means that if you decide you want to sell from the current market price, because you would see we had a fair value gap here. You can see on 4-hour we had a fair value gap and that gap has been filled. So it's possible price will drop from that level. It's possible. So if you decide to sell GBP USD, you have to wait for a candle to close below this low. Okay, wait for a candle to close below this low before you take a sell on GBP USD. So, but if price breaks this high, there's a probability that it will get to this next area of value gap. Okay, it's likely going to get to this level if this high is broken. So if you are taking a sell from this point after a candle closes below this level, if you sell, your stop loss should be few pips above this level. Let's say 10 pips above this level. Okay, because anything that makes price breaks this high, it will aim for this next area of this fair value gap. Okay, so this could be your first entry. That is if a 4-hour candle closes below this level, and this could be your second entry for sell. These are the two areas I will consider selling GBP USD. The candlestick pattern that forms in these zones will determine if I would sell GBP USD. I hope that is clear. So my bias still remain GBP USD bearish. It's still bearish. Okay, I hope that is clear. Let's look at gold. Gold is still bullish at the moment. You cannot sell gold right now. Gold is still bullish at the moment. It has cleared this previous high. Okay, let's assume liquidity has been cleared at this high. Let's assume that liquidity has been cleared at this high. So we have to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on gold before we sell. Okay, let's assume liquidity has been cleared. So before we sell, we should wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on 4-hour before we sell. I would not advise that you buy gold right now. Buying gold is at a very high risk. There's a high probability that gold will pull back anytime soon. Okay, there's a high probability that gold will pull back anytime soon. Okay, so you shouldn't be buying gold now because gold has been bullish for a while. Okay, it has been bullish for a while. Yeah, it can keep going up, but this won't be the right time to buy. I hope you get that. This will not be the right time. Stay clear or stay away from gold. Okay. But if you want to take a trade now, it will be a sell, please. It will be a sell. But you need to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form before you execute a sell trade. Okay. If you're a new trader and you don't understand the strategies that I'm using for analysis, please avail yourself for the session, the webinar that will start today by 8 p.m. If you are new to trading and you don't understand these strategies I'm using for analysis, avail yourself for the webinar that will start today by 8 p.m. I will be teaching you everything you need to earn consistently from the market. We'll start by looking at candlestick patterns. We'll look at market structure. I'll also be teaching you how to identify resistance and support, how to trade resistance and support, basic things, okay? Simple strategies you can use to earn consistently from the market. If you have been following me, you know I like to keep things simple. Okay, I like to keep it simple, okay? So I'll be teaching you guys how to implement these tools to earn consistently. All that is required from you is just discipline. Discipline. Okay. So let's move to the next page. So that's my take on gold. Wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form on 4-hour or 1-hour time frame before you sell. I hope that is clear, Mr. David. Let's see USDJPY. Okay. USDJPY, as you can see, let's start with 4-hour. On 4-hour, we had the resistance here. Okay. We also had the resistance here, which has become a support. Okay, so if you are considering selling USDJPY, you should wait for 4-hour candle to close below this low. Okay, you can see the patterns we have here is a bearish reversal pattern, but don't just come in and start selling. Wait for a 4-hour candle to close below the low of these candles before you sell. We had a support, a resistance on support here too. So let's see. Okay, so before you sell, please wait for a candle to close below this level, 151.78. 151.78. That is where I will consider selling USDJPY. Okay, because after the formation of this, you can see what we had here. See what we had here on 4-hour. Price tested this previous resistance on support. You can see also this level was a support, a resistance on support. Price tested that level and there was a strong rejection from that level. Can you see that? Now, after the formation of this pattern, we have doji and what looks like an engulfing candle there. If you go down to 1 hour or 15 minutes, it is likely a fair value gap was created. Okay, let's go to lower time frame. Let's go to 1 hour. So this is 1 hour time frame. Let's go to 15 minutes. Since we can't find a fair value gap here, let's go to 15 minutes. So on 15 minutes, do we have a fair value gap on 15 minutes? We have one here. You can see this fair value gap on 15 minutes. So it could be that price just want to fill that gap and just, this is the gap. Okay, this is the gap. Can you see the gap? Okay, so this is the gap. So you can see price has tested that gap. You can see price has tested that gap and you can see what is playing out there right now. There's a strong rejection. Can you see? So if a candle closes above this resistance, you should buy. If a candle closes above this resistance, then you should consider buying USDJPY. Your stop loss should be, if you are buying, your stop loss should be, you can set your stop loss few pips below this low. Let's say 10 pips below this low. So your risk on this trade would be around, let's say 40 pips. 40 pips. So that's my take on USDJPY. I'm still bullish on USDJPY unless this low is broken. Okay, unless 4 hour closes below this price, which is 151.78, I would not sell USDJPY. I would not sell USDJPY. Let's see DXY. Let's see DXY. So you can see DXY. This is 4 hour. So DXY looks bullish. Reason being that price just filled a fair value gap on 4 hour. You can see. So it seems USD is still bullish. You can see. So it's still bullish. We could go bearish on USD if this low is cleared. Okay, if this low is cleared, then we can say US dollar is weak. Okay, but in as much the market is still trading in this gap, price is in this gap, we cannot sell, we cannot go bearish on DXY. DXY is still looks bullish at the moment. It still looks bullish, and if DXY is bullish, then USD, that means USD is strong. USD is strong. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on USD JPY. Buy above the resistance, sell below this level. I hope that is clear. Is there any other pair you want us to look at? Any other pair? Please, if you are getting value from this stream, ensure you like the stream. You can also share the link with your friends, okay? And if you're first time participating, please subscribe to the channel. Any other question? Any other question? Is there any other instrument you want us to look at? Let's see Euro Aussie. I'm bearish. I'm bullish on Euro Aussie. This is actually my stop loss. Yeah, I took a buy on Euro Australian dollar USD Euro Aussie yesterday. It's approaching my stop loss. Let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. It's approaching my stop loss. Okay, let's see. I'm still bullish on Euro Australian dollar, irrespective of what's it's happening right now. I'm still bullish on. I'm still bullish. Let's see how it plays out. Any other question? You have any question? Any question? So let's look at one more currency pair before we end this session. Let's look at one more currency. Let's see USD card. I'm expecting bullish move on USD card. I'm expecting a bullish move on USD card. They might want to fill this gap on USD card before going. You see, we have a fair value gap here on 4 hour. They might want to fill it before USD card we go, because if we also apply Fibonacci, you would see that price is at premium right now, right? So it's likely price will go to discount. If you are considering buying, wait for price to get to discount before you buy. Or at this point, if they are unable to push price below the low of this bullish candlestick, okay, if a bullish reversal pattern forms at this level, you might want to consider buying USD card. So it's either buy from this end, from this level, or this gap. That is where I'll be considering buying USD card. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Any question? Any question? Any question? So if there are no questions, that will be all for this session. Okay, that will be all for this session. So like I said, if you're new to trading, you don't know how to analyze the market, avail yourself for the webinar that starts today. okay, to learn the basics, to learn how to analyze the market and how to manage risk like a professional trader. The class is absolutely free, but after the class, you would have to pay to access the course. So you should avail yourself for the live session, because after the class, you would have to pay to have access to the replay. So be available for the live session so that all your questions will be attended to also. Okay. So I wish you guys a profitable trading day. Remember, this week is CPI news, so you should be conservative. Okay. Be very conservative. Don't be aggressive. Ensure that you apply proper risk and money management. Always use stop loss on every trade you execute in the market. Okay. Don't rush the market, because if you do, you would crash. If you do, you will blow your account. Okay. Love you guys. Bye for now.